Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Elders Boxing. We're back again, man. We're gonna break down this Ring Magazine card, man, coming up tomorrow. So everything is basically complete. The press conference, the weigh-in, the media workout, all the talk is done. We're just gonna talk about, give some breakdowns, some predictions. If anybody want to pop up, feel free. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. If anybody want to come through and talk about this card, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. I appreciate everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. You know what I'm saying? If you want to enjoy the content. Salute to my playback. I appreciate you guys, man, for sure. Let me get this popping though. But yeah, we're gonna talk about everything though, everything, and I want to hear everybody comments, concerns, and all that good shit. All right, I'm gonna put that link in a second. Just do boxing. What's good with you, bro? Crayo the traveler in the building. Salute. My man JC. What's good with you, bro? Yes, sir. He going night night. I got you. Poe Pounder in the building. What's good with you? Salute to you guys coming through the building. Let me get this popping. Yes, sir. So if anybody want to come up, feel free, man. We can talk this boxing. So here's the full card right here. We got 9 fights. We have a couple of fights. Going to be on the prelims. So the second link I'm gonna drop is the link to the prelims on the YouTube. So you got a couple of young guys coming up. Uh, the Ala Muhammad kid, that's one of Turkey's guys. It's a couple of that's one of Turkey's guys. They on the card. So it's like 4 prelim fights, and then the main card is gonna start with Vito. So you guys can lock in on that, set your notifications. Yeah, it's dope. So the start time now it's kind of confusing because I'm on the West Coast, so I want to make sure I get everybody covered. But I think the start time is like 12 or some shit like that for me. So 3 for the East Coast. So just check your local time. I don't want to confuse nobody, but I know the main card is going to start prime time on the East Coast. All right, so we're gonna make sure everybody's straight on that. So, and here are the times, right? So these are the times of the expected ring walk. So everybody should be good to go. And this is Eastern Standard Time. So 5:15 for Vito, his fight. Abdullah Mason and Sam Noakes. You know what I'm saying? 6 o'clock and so on and so forth. So you guys, you have a guide right here. Let me take this banner off so you can see Devin Haney and Brian Norman. So Devin Haney and Brian Norman ring walk supposed to start around like 8 o'clock East Coast time. So 5 on the West, and then so that's pretty cool though. You know what I'm saying? We get the fight on our U.S. time frame. You feel me? So that's what it is. But we're gonna talk about these fights, man. Starting with Vito, he's facing an undefeated fighter, Samuel Momomo from he's from Nigeria. Now Vito, we all seen Vito. You know what I'm saying? He been around for a long time. Seems like he been around forever because he was showcased a lot on PBC. Then he went to Top Rank for a couple of fights. This is his first fight since leaving Top Rank. He's actually going to sign with TKO. So him being on this card is basically like a prelude to that. So he's facing an undefeated guy, and Vito is trying to climb up the rankings at 160. I think he's like number 6 in the WBO, and they fight for a WBO regional title. So, we seen, like I said, we seen Vito. We know who he is, and let's see if he can perform on a big time stage for sure. And I think he should win this fight as well. Bruce Gas in the building. What's good? Teach in the building. Salute. Yeah, he's only 23. Been around for a long time. I remember when he signed with Top Rank, they was talking about him and Xander fighting, but that never came to fruition because Vito actually moved up to 160. So yeah, that's what it is. All right, let's run down this main card, man. This is a hell of a card. Once again, this is the complete card, but it's a hell of a card though. It's gonna be on pay-per-view, so you guys got the zone. You tap in. I'm not sure if you got the ultimate package. I know they've been changing shit, but this is gonna be on pay-per-view, and it's a solid, great card. We got 4 world title fights on this card, and we're gonna start with this one. We have the vacant WBO title, lightweight title. We got Abdullah Mason, the #1 contender, versus #2 contender Sam Noakes. So no, on paper, this is like a real good fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a step up for both in a sense. Sam Notes fought the better competition. You know what I'm saying? He been 12 rounds and stuff like that. He got one win on his resume that supersedes anything Abdullah Mason got on his. So I don't know. We need to get all into that, but he did beat Von Mendy, who was a guy that been around for a while. He been a trial horse in the lightweight division for years, and that was Sam No's best win. Abdullah Mason's a young fighter, been real active. This is his first fight scheduled for 12 rounds, and he haven't been past 6, I believe. So, but for me, the talent difference is like it's a different level for me. This is what I see on tape. I think Abdullah Mason is vastly more talented than Sam Notes. Fast hands, good feet, power in both hands, good reflexes. The younger guy, I'm not sure if he's the strongest, but he's the younger guy, and he got that youthful stuff with him. You know what I'm saying? And he's next. This is one of the fighters, the young fighters we're looking towards as American boxing to take it to the next level. A future pound for pound guy. And Abdullah Mason, we seen all of his fights, we seen his whole journey since he turned pro on Top Rank and to this point right here. He's coming off a stop his victory over Jeremiah Nakathila, which on paper was probably his best win, but it was just a name on the resume type shit. If you really know, because I think Nakathila was faded at the time. Not to diminish the win, but let's be keeping it a buck. But notwithstanding, it was an important fight because he fought real cautious, but he fought assertive and cautious at the same time. He got dropped a couple of fights before that against Vasquez, who was a big puncher from Dominican Republic. A lot of guys don't know that and don't know that this guy was like undefeated for a long time with a bunch of knockouts, and then he started stepping up in competition. Vasquez, he dropped Abdullah Mason twice. But my saying is it's not about the fall down. It's about how you get up and rise to the occasion. And he got up and he put the beats on this kid, broke his ankle, and ended up winning by a second round knockout. But the detractors is always going to look to that. That's the thing we want to look at. He got dropped, and they're not going to talk about what he did when he got up. So I like to add everything into the context so we can get the full picture. So I think he's a great young fighter, and we're gonna see. I like this step though. The boxing source in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Yeah, he was. The man said, "I'm not okay" before the corner. Yeah, yeah, bro. Basically hit the deck 3 times. One wasn't counted. I mean, yeah, but I like how he finished it though. So to add on to what you said, he got back up and finished that dude. How many times he dropped him? Twice. Got him up out of there. So yeah, that was a learning fight. I think this one is a different fight. Sam Notes is a strong guy. Um, he been around for a long time. Good puncher. He haven't faced somebody as talented as Abdullah Mason, but he's been in the division for a while and he's sturdy. He's solid. Solid puncher. He don't really wow me offensively. His head is in a straight line. He don't really move his head as much as I would like. But he's a good fighter, good solid fighter. And this is a test because this is like a guy that's in his prime, 28 years old, and he got a nice little record, and he got a push behind him with Queensberry. So they are confident going to this fight. I think the speed is the difference. My bro TJ in the building. Salute in the super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Salute to you, bro. I know you're ready for this week of boxing. Salute to you, bro. He said he hit the deck one of the other fight. It was I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I forgot who did it, but I know what you're talking about though. Mason got dropped but wasn't hurt. He got a beard. Yeah, he seemed like he was okay and he got right to business. I think the key to this fight is definitely the speed. I think Mason is more versatile, so if he want to box a little bit and survey the landscape and see what openings he have, I think he can do that. I think if they in the trenches, I think he'll beat them to the punch. And I think Notes will get hit a lot. So I like Abdullah Mason. Now I think if he gonna stop him, if he stop him early, that's a big statement, and that's gonna boost his overall profile. But I'm thinking maybe like 8 or 9. I can see Abdullah Mason getting to stop his victory. But we're gonna see. I think Sam Notes is gonna be game, but we're gonna start to see a separate these guys' talent and skill level. It's gonna be a big separation as the fight goes on. So I like Abdullah Mason to capture the WBO vacant title in lightweight. That will open up a lot of doors for him. I mean, a possible unification with his stablemate Ray Mortala if he comes out clean against uh, Andy Cruz, his IBF mandatory. Um, I'm not gonna mention Tank is not a possibility, and maybe Shakur Stevenson. I don't know because they both are managed by Jay Prince, and nobody have gave me an example of two Jay Prince fighters actually facing off against each other. So I'm gonna probably say now on that one, and even possibly Abdullah Mason. If he wins, I can see them taking him back to Cleveland and having a homecoming fight, and then shoot, maybe 140 is in his near future. Sam Noakes, on the other hand, he can have to go take if he wins, go back to the UK, get a couple of title defenses or whatever, or maybe the big names want to come up, or maybe some of the bigger names at 130 may want to come up and challenge Sam Noakes. The one I'm thinking about in mind is Anthony Kakashi. I feel like he will try to go up to 35. I can see that fight happening. So just laying out what can be potentially next if either guy win. But I like Abdullah Mason in this fight. I think he wins. Mason versus Winner versus Cruz versus that's what I'm saying. That's like perfect, right? I don't think Mortala would beat Cruz. I actually got Mortala, but let's go. Let's see. That's definitely a fight. Cruz is probably going to be the better favorite and probably have a great chance to win. To be honest, so I ain't mad at that. He's at Corbin Wolf to 140. Yeah, okay, yeah, for the TO fight. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yep. So he probably just can't stay up there and campaign because that jumping back and forth really ain't really too good for fighters. So I'm with that. And plus, Mason and Shakur has the same team, so I don't know if that's a possible fight to make. Cruz is beautiful. That's a 50-50 fight. Yeah, I like Mortala, I think, because of his counterpunching ability. This is a big step up for Andy Cruz in his pro career. Now, I know he bring a lot of shit to the table, but his competition ain't been on the level as Ray Mortala. And I thought Ray Mortala probably fought guys that's more so maybe not on Cruz level as a defensive fighter, but this is a different type of fight for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a guy got heavy hands and can counterpunch. If Mortala can make the fight, make the weight pretty good, I think he'll have a good shot at winning the fight for sure. But it's gonna be difficult because Andy is a good boxer, real good boxer. My bro Mike in the building. What's good with you? Salute to you. All right, so like I mentioned, this is the first fight on the pay per view, and I'm gonna go back to the start time for Mason. So the ring walk is 6 o'clock East Coast time. You know what I'm saying? 3 o'clock on the West Coast. So we're gonna keep going back and forth so I can remind everybody on when these guys will be walking to the ring. All right. So let's get it popping. Next one. All right, Bam Rodriguez versus Fernando Martinez. My opinion, this is the best fight on the card, most important fight on the card. I'm one of those. I guess I'm more old school because I like is number one versus number two, 3 belts on the line, Ring Magazine. Um, that's to me the best fight, and their styles is going to mesh real well. Fernando Puma Martinez is a tough fighter from Argentina. He got a high work rate. Um, I seen him switch hit a couple of times. He got a pedigree too. He was a Olympian for Argentina. He got some solid wins on his belt. I mean, he went up to Japan and beat Ioka. I thought the first fight maybe Ioka won that one. It was a real close fight, but he went back over there again and beat him. The first fight was a unification. Second fight, he just went back over there because it was a rematch clause. And then before that, he had a good one. He had 2 good wins over my man, was it Tapalas? Not Tapalas, and Cajas. He beat Cajas twice, and when he beat Cajas, and Cajas was on a nice little, I think he had like 9 or 10 title defenses, and Martinez ended that. So he's battle tested. He's a champion. You know what I'm saying? He's number 2 in this division. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's gonna make it tough. These Argentina fighters gonna bring that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make Bam work as much as possible. I just feel like his style is going to fall into Bam's hands. You know what I'm saying? He like to sit there with he'll sit there in the pocket and bang it out with you. And with Bam, he got so many good angles. And he hit you with shots that you don't see because his feet is so good, and that should be hurting his opponents. You know what I'm saying? And Bam can box. He can move forward. He can walk you down the whole fight. Like this last fight against Cafu, he basically pushed him back the whole fight, and then when he was ready to get him up out of there, he did. So his power carries late. Bam has the advantage and the power in this fight for me. I think he got the advantage in everything. Maybe Martinez I don't know. Both guys seem to be durable down the stretch. We're gonna see. But I like Bam. I think it just be too much. Um I think it's gonna be too much for him. I think it's gonna be this is where guys that we put on the pound for pound list and we rate them so high, those guys normally separate themselves from good fighters. So Martinez is a good fighter, champion, number 2 in the division. He facing the number 1 guy. So we rate Bam so high. Bam should go out there and put on a masterclass. That's what the great fighters do to good fighters. So that's what I'm expecting. As far as my prediction, man, I think Bam gonna get him up out of there. I think Bam gonna stop him late, probably, because the dude is tough. I got to give him credit for that. But dude is tough, strong, and he's gonna come to fight. So I like Bam in that fight to become 3-belt unified champion at 115. I got Vito too. I saw some Samuel. He pretty basic. I think he picking for a reason. Yeah, it's like a showcase fight. Before he go over to TKO. Best fight, yes. Most intriguing fight. Oh, that's not really intriguing to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think shoot. After that, the most intriguing fight is Mason and Notes. Because I know what I get from Haney. I know that shit. That's the more drama filled fight, you know what I'm saying? TMZ worthy fight. But that's not intriguing to me. Man, I get you though. I ain't knocking you, you know what I'm saying, my man JC. But it's not intriguing to me. We know what Devin Haney brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this song and dance before, so it ain't nothing like new. But it is a good fight and as it get closer, I guess, we get more it's getting more anticipated. But I think seeing Mason on this stage and taking a big leap forward to become a world champion, I think that's more intriguing to me. But my man JC in the building. Salute to you, bro. I'll be disagreeing with you all the time, but we good. Puma high work rate, come forward style, successful for defense. Yep. But his downfall for sure. I don't think the weight issue gonna bother none of these guys. They have plenty of time to rehydrate. These guys should be good, strong, and ready. So yeah, I'm with that. Body shots, 8 through 5. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Steph in the building. What's good with you, bro? Um, he said I agree with everything you said. Yeah, that's Chino's fighter. Yep, and PBC fighter too. So I know you like that. You team PBC. So yeah, you should have a extra real interest. I ain't forgot. I said the same thing. Banned by late stoppage. He said, "I see." Yeah, you my guy though. I agree. 'Cause you always dissing me, my man. I ain't dissing you, bro. We just be going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You my guy though. Salute to you, bro. You know where it is. My man JC. So I like Bam. So what's next for the winner, right? If Bam wins, he talking about being undisputed. So we got 1 belt left. That's the IBF. That's with Eduardo Garcia. He's going to defend against Kenshiro Taraji. That's coming up December the 27th on Anyways card. If Taraji wins, then Bam, I can see Bam fighting Taraji, Kenshiro on the undercard of Inoue and Junsu. I can see that fight happening on that card. If Garcia wins, I can see Bam fighting Garcia in San Antonio. We have a little roadblock though, because the IBF, they have a mandatory, Andrew Maloney, and they already said he has to fight the winner of Garcia and Kenshiro 120 days after their fight. So that may throw a little roadblock in there. So hopefully maybe he'll take a little step aside or whatever. But if Bam don't get undisputed in a timely manner, he going to 118. It's business at 118. So, and then Bam is on the ascent on getting great fights because he's like in the middle of a lot of great fights. So that's what's up. Martinez, if he wins, shit, he got the same options. But I think if he wins, shit, I don't even know if he'll get the Kenshiro fight. I don't know. He'll have a different type of thing, but he can be able to maybe go to 118 and fight somebody and do his thing or whatever. But if either guy win, they'll be in a great position. But I expect Bam to win. Yes, sir. Salute to everybody coming through the building too. I appreciate it. He talking about facing Bam next. Yeah, I think he's faded. You know what I'm saying? I think he's faded. I think Kenshiro Taraji is faded, and Garcia could have an opportunity in that fight. Even though I think if Kenshiro box him and fight smart, he could win that fight. But we never know. I think he's faded. Dank Father in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. He said, "Shit, dissing. I never PBC that. No, I ain't say dissing. I'm just saying. I said that's your you mess with them. You mess with PBC, and then so you know what I'm saying. That's you got a root interest unless you change. I don't know. That's why I remember you for when we used to chop it up a lot. Nah, nothing about this. Nah, we good. We good. We good. Yes, sir. We good. Ain't no issues. The Maloney brothers keep yeah, they popping up. Jason Maloney is fighting December the 6th. Uh, he fighting December the 6th on Obataya's card. That shit started during the pandemic. Those the only guys from outside the country to come over here and fight in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else couldn't get inside the country, but they got in here and had like 2 or 3 fights in the bubble. Yeah, they keep popping up for sure. Yes, sir. Salute to everybody coming through the building. Business at 118. The only thing I see for Bam in that division is tension. He has a belt. Yeah, he can try to clean up over there as well. You know, if tension beat Tacoma, that's a fight. You know, um, he can clean up that division. You know, because that division is spread out right now. Um, but they have a couple of weaker champions though right now because Jontu just vacated, so he can go over there and clean that up and have some solid fights over there up there too. Because I'm pretty sure that can secure his legacy as well because he already championed 2 divisions, and it may be time for him to move up. So let's see. Drink more water in the building was good. Bro, listen. that's big odds right there. Salute to you, bro. Come to the building. No promotional company, game bang. Man, some fans do that shit. Nah, for real, some fans do that. Don't see Sanchez winning. Man, that damn Francois boy. Every time I watch him fight, man, he be having me nervous. Scarborough, but we'll see. We'll see. They fought a lot. Yep, they fought a lot. Try to catch another body, 4 rounds or less. Yeah, we'll see. Sankara got a little punch to him, but he should be able to beat him. For the promise. Yeah. Andrew kept smiling all the way. Yeah. Andrew. I think that was no. You got him confused. Andrew is the one that got slept by Junto Nakatani. Jason is the one that got slept by Naoya anyway. Yes, sir. Lee Jackson, what's good with you, bro? Cal Cooler in the building. Salute. Appreciate you guys coming through the building. Hit that like button. Appreciate it. We're gonna keep it pushing. So this is the one like everybody. My man said he's more intrigued by this. A lot of people is talking about this. They say this should be the main event. I think the main event is cool where it's at, but I like the hype around it. You got Brian Norman Jr. defending his WBO welterweight title against Devin Haney. Devin Haney is looking to become a 3-division world champion, and he have a good opportunity to do that as well. You know, his last 2 fights, he fought Ryan Garcia. I mean, he couldn't get out of the way of the left hook. Kept getting dropped. We know the story. Ryan tested positive. So it's like, on one end, it's like, damn, Ryan did all that because he was on a banned substance. But, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't block that left hook that night. I don't know what it was. I seen a lot of guys that's on PEDs, and when they fight, I seen them get broken down and beat up. But somehow he couldn't manage that, get past that left hook. So what he gave us after that, he gave us a kind of for me, it was a lackluster performance for me because it was a lot of openness in that Jose Ramirez fight that a fighter like Devin Haney and talented and experienced and skilled and all that shit he brings to the table, he didn't capitalize on it. It looked like he had some PSTD in that fight against Jose Ramirez. So when people say he's a lead and this and that, I understand what they're saying, but I feel like great fighters can overcome obstacles, right? And I'm not saying that he's not great, but they put him at a top level, and I felt like in that Jose Ramirez fight, he had a lot of opportunities to really, kind of do the same thing he did to Regis. The Regis fight was a great performance, put on a great statement. But the Jose Ramirez, it has fans asking a lot of questions. Is he scared of taking punches? You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't take really no chances in that fight, and he had a lot of opportunities to take chances. So now he faces Brian Norman Jr., who is a big puncher, boxer puncher, athletic, young, hungry, strong champion that's looking for respect. And he's active. This is his third fight this year, ain't it? Yeah, March 29th, June 18th against Sasaki, Cuevas in March, Sasaki in June, then this one. So he's an active young fighter. And another key element to this fight, he's not injured. Both of his hands are good to go. So to me, I feel like Brian Norman is the favorite based on the last couple of fights and stuff like that. We haven't seen Devin Haney perform at 147, but the great fighters and the great fighters normally live up to the expectation. We're gonna see. I think Devin definitely got a box. He box, uses jab definitely, and keep the range. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all might not like this type of style fight, but soon as Norman get close, tie his ass up, spin him, and get back in the middle of the ring. Do that shit, rinse, watch, and repeat. You're going to have opportunities to let your hands go in a counter punching situation because Brian Norman in mid range, sometimes you can catch him coming in mid range. Sometimes he'll be a little bit too reckless, and you can shoot some shit up the middle, and you can have some success. So you basically can have him walking into some shots. You know what I'm saying? Norman is very smart though. He's more smart than a lot of people give him credit for. He do a lot of subtle stuff in the ring that don't get a lot of credit. But I think he is a good skill fighter. I think probably Haney is a better boxer for sure. But I think Norman is an underrated boxer, and he's massing his boxing to hide his power, which is a great thing. So, man, I like Brian Norman in the fight. I think Brian Norman probably by decision, and I say decision because Devin Haney, if he get hurt, he know how to survive. He know how to survive. He know how to get to that 12th round. And he's shown that in the Ryan Garcia fight. Now, if Norman's power is something different, then you have to show me. But Devin Haney know how to stall out the clock. He'll hold, he'll grab. He's going to make sure that he protect himself when he get hurt. But I think Norman would do enough, and I think he'll probably get a good close decision, something like 7-5, something like that. Um, that's why I see. But it could be something different. Everybody's saying knockout. He's knocking out Haney. But Haney is one of those. But this is another thing too. Haney might be kind of reluctant and not throwing his hands and letting his hands go. And Norman may get some of those close, quiet rounds by just being more active. Maybe shooting a combination at the end of the round. Maybe landing a jab here and there because he do have a good jab and swivel jab. He do a 2-1 a lot. So it's interesting, man. Now, if Devin come out and outbox this kid and go crazy like everybody's expecting and thinking that he would do, more props to him because I never saw Devin as a guy that turned down a lot of smoke. So that's better for boxing. We're gonna see. I like Norman in this fight though. I like Norman. I know this is like the most anticipated fight on the card, but I like Norman. I'm gonna go back in the chat. Salute to everybody coming through the building. I want to make sure I tap in with everybody too. I think I seen Lee Jackson. Salute, Kyle Coolett. Yes, sir. Salute. Both of those brothers like sleeping. Good afternoon, my man. Emmanuel Pettigrew in the building. Salute to you, bro. Yes, sir. Salute to everybody. I appreciate it coming through. Yes, sir. Regis was washed. Yeah. He was definitely on his downward trajectory when Haney got him. You know what I'm saying? Got him in a good time. He said, we're on the street, says Haney didn't want to fight, didn't want Norman to fight. Yeah, I heard that too. But we here now. Shit. Salute to everybody in the building. Who I got tonight? Oh, I like Francisco Veron. I'm gonna take him. He said Villa went outside, got stopped in 3 rounds. Yeah, he had a win. Was it in January? He fought in Panama. He moving up to 154. I think I like Francisco. I like Francisco. If Verone wins by stoppage, it's a wrap for Villa's career, probably so. Unless unless Samson want to get him something else. I'm leaning Norman. I know a lot of people that's picking Norman is picking him by stoppage. You pick him by stoppage, JC? I got Devin, but I'm worried about that chin. If we can go out the first 4 or 5 rounds, he's gonna be good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he can box his way to a decision. Now, I've seen Norman get out boxing, having to figure shit out with a guy that's long and rangy, but can he sustain that? You know what I'm saying? And then if Norman start touching him and he touch him and he feel it, will that put his hands back in his pockets? That's the thing. That chin fragile though. Man, we're gonna see. Norman gonna try to test it now. There's only so many times you can survive. I got you. I got you. I mean, let's see. This is a bigger division. So he'll probably carry more weight in the ring. I mean, if he rehydrating 25 pounds against Regis, he'll probably be up there too in this fight too. Probably he'd be at least close to. I'm gonna say in the 170s. So we'll see. Haney changed his energy at the weigh-in. Can't wait. Yeah, he still looked a little like he was breathing a little bit, and his heart was pumping a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Norman was more cold, calculated. If you you know what I'm saying, want to read into that. I mean, he turned away first. He was moving around, and Norman was pretty much consistent. If that means anything. We got questions. We finna find out now for sure. We gotta find them out. We gonna see. I'm looking for a brilliant game plan from Bill Haney. We'll see. I think he chose to fight. I think it's a close fight. I'll go with Devin because there's a lot to prove. Yes, sir. Let's go. Brilliant. Let's get it. Bring that game plan. I'm picking Devin. I got you. Yes, sir. It has to be established. I don't think he can win this. I think he can. He get a couple of knockdowns and shit. Especially if Devin ain't letting his hands go. And you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Abdullah Mason. Yeah, Abdullah Mason. Yeah, I'm intrigued by Abdullah Mason because I want to see him take that step as a world champion. You know what I'm saying? He don't deliver. I'm going to be watching the rest of the card. Salty as fuck. Man, I think he can stop Notes. He's going to, I think, like I mentioned earlier, as the fight goes on, the talent gap, we're going to start to see it. And that's going to be, he's going to have a lot of openness. As Notes start to fade or get tired, I think he'll have a lot of openness. Boxing with veneers must suck. Then to where, it costs a lot. Yeah. I mean, shit, let's see. So what happens if when either guy wins, right? So with Norman, if he wins, I'm thinking, depending on when Top Rank get their deal popping, I think Top Rank will want to have him on one of their first shows with their new network in a homecoming fight in Atlanta. And I'm thinking guys like Tiger Johnson, Rohan Polanco, those two guys that may be in the running to be Brian Norman Jr.'s homecoming fight. I won't rule out any big fight if any of the big names call him. I mean, Pacquiao came into the new WO rankings at number 4. Will Pacquiao call Norman's bluff? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. But I think Tyron would take him to Atlanta, especially if we have a highlight reel, something crazy happen in this fight. Yeah, they can take him home to Atlanta and they can go crazy with a homecoming. Haney, shoot, he wins. He got big fights ahead of him. He can fight, shoot, damn near anybody. Conor Ben. I know he's waiting on the Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan Garcia is supposed to fight Mario Barrios in February, so that's a natural fight to make for him to fight the winner. But he can fight any big fight. He can bring guys up from 40. Possibly the winner of Shakur to Fimo, maybe even Hitchens. I don't know, but he have a little bit more options in a sense because Devin is a big name, and he got the backing of Turkey. So we'll see, But I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going all crazy like everybody else is because I feel like I know it's pretty much what Devin gonna do. He's gonna box and he's gonna tie up and he's not gonna really have no. I don't see like an exciting fight. it'd be detrimental to that. So I'm not like expecting something so crazy. I'm expecting him to box well, and if he win a great decision win, or if he even get the stoppage, that's great. But I ain't like going crazy because like, we heard this song and dance before, and we don't get those performances like how the talk, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But it is a good fight. It's intriguing. Boxing fans is tapped in for this, so let's go. He said Mason and Notes is the only upset I have. You got Notes? Okay. I'm picking Mason though. I can't help to know it's Russell and Haraku. Yeah, it's not on the card. Yeah. Probably because PBC, it was like a deal. I guess it was a favor for PBC because it was going to work with Tank. But yeah, that's messed up. So we gotta see. You know what I'm saying? If they can reschedule that on the PBC show. If it's boring, if it's boring, Haney wins. Yeah, I'm with that. Like honestly, I think that's what he have to do. But I think I don't know. He can do some of that shit he did against Jose Ramirez, but he got to capitalize on the openness. If he did, he might have like it would change the narrative of that performance because that fight he was moving way too much and he was letting opportunities go where he could have got with Ramirez. I think he's basically to drain the jab, get it his way, a lot of pity pat shots before power head. You talk about Devin, what he'll do? Pity pat shots, use a jab, and throw some big shots when you got openings. Man, let's go. All right, main event: David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard, 175 pounds, light heavyweight. This is for the WBC full title and the WBA regular title. He said notes, not Dev. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay. I think he want. I feel like notes want to punch in exchanges. You know what I'm saying? I like what's that Devin? He like Haney style. It's designed to take away your style, make things boring. Yeah. He's a little bit more well, honestly, Devin only had really one boring fight, bro, to me. And that was the Jose Ramirez fight. He'll take more chances. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. So David Benavidez and Anthony Yard. Estimated ring walk time is 8:45 Eastern time. So man, good time for everybody to catch the fight. But yeah, this one right here, it could be explosive. We know Yard is a big puncher at 175, and he been around for a long time. You know, came up short um, when he fought for the world title. This is his third time. You know, the first time was Kovalev, and then Beterbiev, and he was doing okay in those fights. Like he was doing well. Actually, he was doing well in those fights, and then started to fade. This one right here, he can't afford to fade. You know what I'm saying? But he has to still stay in the fight to make it competitive. Because when Benavidez train start going down the hill, bro, you ain't stopping that shit, bro. You not stopping it. I don't care what nobody say. You're not gonna stop it. And Benavidez showed me a lot with the. Well, I've always high on Benavidez, but he fought a big puncher in Dave Morrell his last fight, and he was pushing the action, getting hit with shots. They scored a knockdown in the 12th round, but if you go back and look at it, it was more so like a trip and their feet got tangled up, some shit like that. But okay, give it to Morrell. He still was pushing the action against a big puncher, and he wasn't like afraid. He went through that shit and went to it and through it. This one right here with Yard, I think he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna make Yard fight at a fast pace, and that's gonna sap his energy. His energy. That's how I see the fight going. Yard like to kind of fight in the Philly shell and kind of counter punch and pot shot. You know, he'll throw a lead left hook. He got a good lead left hook. You know, he got a good right hand too. He's just a strong guy. He's been around light heavyweight for a long time and always been a good puncher. But he's kind of stagnant. And if he get along the ropes, this shit might be over in about 3-4 rounds. Because Benavidez, bro, like I said, his shit start, you know, it's hard to stop him once he get going. Now at 75, Benavidez haven't he slowed down in the later rounds at 75. Like and I feel like he don't have the same. I don't know. Maybe the how I say this the engine as he did at 68. But this is third fight, so maybe he's getting accustomed to the new weight. His first two fights at 75 was against two real good fighters, solid fighters. So maybe that had more to do with it than anything. Who was those guys are naturally big guys as well. So my thing for this one, man, if Yard, I ain't gonna say I don't see a path for him to win because he a good puncher and stuff like that, and he can if he punching with Benavidez, anything can happen, all that shit. But I feel like he fights at a slow pace, and Benavidez is going to turn it up and make you work. And him making him work is only going to make him gas out sooner. And I see Benavidez putting them beats on him. You know, I can see a late stoppage, but it might not even get there. It might not get that. I'm thinking for this one maybe like 6. You know what I'm saying? I think like 6 he's gonna start breaking him down early, and by like the 6, 7 round, I can see him actually, a corner stoppage or referee getting in there. So we're gonna see. Body shots gonna be very important to slow down Anthony Yard. Same way go both ways, but Yard got the gas tank issue. So you know what I'm saying? Benavidez is a guy that's on you. When he on you, he on you. He letting off combinations. He digging to the body. When I every time I watch Benavidez fight, and when I see him start throwing the lead straight right hand, it's over. He comfortable. Like he normally come with a high guard, and then he'll let combinations go. He'll try to push you back. But when he start to lead with that straight right, it's over because he'll lead with it, then he'll come around the guard with a left hook and or left to the body, and he'll just start punishing the guys. I don't see Benavidez as a big knockout one punch artist, but he's like accumulation. I think Yard is actually the bigger puncher, punch for punch, punch for punch in the fight. I think he got the biggest. I think he's the bigger puncher, but Benavidez will wear you down. I like Benavidez like in 6. You know what I'm saying? I like him like in 6, but let's see. This is like the last big chance for Yard, man. Last chance for Yard. Let's see. Let me get back in the chat. Salute to everybody coming through the building. I appreciate the time. Yes, sir. He said Mason's going to beat No Sub. I think so too. I think so too. He said yes. One too many. One too many. The first Cambosis fight was born. Does he think so? It was born. Uh, it was he boxed the shit out of Cambosis. Okay, I'll give you that one. But I didn't really think it was that boring. But I don't know. But at least he was more offensive. He was more offensively. He was offensive in that fight, way more than he was in Jose Ramirez. But I give you that. Salute to you. Um, I like Yard, but when his gas tank issues, he can't beat Benavidez. Benavidez gasolina for days, not for sure. Santino Media in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. He said, y'all about to catch hell. Did look great in the third Arthur fight and gas out as always. Got touched up a lot by Arthur. Yeah, and Arthur, people don't be forgetting about this. The first fight with Arthur beat him with a jab, one hand. He broke his right hand in the fight. So he beat him with one hand in that first fight. Second fight, Yard put the beats on him, stopped him in 4. But I think Benavidez got a good jab. Benavidez is honestly he's underrated with his boxing skills. Benavidez can box. You know what I'm saying? He got good jab. He got good fundamentals and shit. He's the monster. You know what I'm saying? He let his hands go. He let his hands go like how we want all our favorite fighters to do. We don't want no fill all rounds. We don't want no let me survey the landscape. Benavidez get straight to it. That's why I fucks with him like that. Um, I feel like the guys at 75 are bigger guys. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. I think that pace that he fight with, those guys can't overcome it. Boxing it seems he overcome he kind of outworked those guys. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Jay looks like Tank facing off to AJ. The size difference, yeah, that's what's up. If it's a real fight, bro, I got AJ in one. If it's on some NDA shit or whatever, don't hit me with the left hook, or don't you can't use your right hand, then Jake, I don't know, Jake fuck around win. I don't know. It's hard to judge any of Jake's fights. It's hard to predict those because we don't know the stipulations. You know what I'm saying? Frank Warren has been on a run. Yeah, Frank Warren been going crazy this year. He should on the up and up. He should be able to get Jacob out of there in one round, maybe two, but he should be able to at least be able to touch him and hurt him in that first round. It should be no fill out. He should go straight to him, put him on the back foot, establish his jab. You know what I'm saying? Wherever, and then whichever way Jake go. If he runs to the left hook, throw the left hook. If he runs to the right hand, throw the right hand. You know what I'm saying? But he need to push him back early. You know what I'm saying? Let hard shots go and get his ass up out of there. If it's on the up and up, if it's on some other shit, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He said, I want Jake to win. Dempsey Designs in the building. What's good? Salute to you. Appreciate you coming through. Queensberry Fighters are changing mindset of Brits, especially heavyweight. Yeah, he got the heavyweight division on lock, and they're working on the light heavyweight division. Joshua in 3, he would carry him like Floyd carried Connor. I can see that too, just to keep the crowd engaged. But he should step right to him, not play no games. So yeah, so that's the breakdown. So officially, I got. Let me go back to it. So these are the start times and the ring walks, where the estimated ring walk times. So Vito, and of course it's gonna be on pay per view on the zone. Vito is walking around 5:15 East Coast time, so you guys tap in for that. 6 o'clock, we get Abdullah Mesa and Sam Notes. That's a ring walk time estimated. Ben Rodriguez, Puma Martinez, 7. Devin Haney and Brian Norman, 8 o'clock. So that's what's up. And then 9 o'clock is a Benavidez and Yard. So that's good stuff though. That's East Coast time. So if it sounds like we ain't gonna have no midnight, y'all ain't gonna have to worry about any midnight cards on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be good. I know I'm on the West Coast, so I'm straight either way. You know what I'm saying? We good. We ain't staying up all night watching no boxing. But I do feel for my East Coast brethren. You know what I'm saying? My ladies and gentlemen out there that love boxing on the East Coast. Y'all be going through it. It'd be like 1 o'clock, and they doing the national anthem type shit. But yeah, so make sure everybody tap in. They got the prelims on YouTube. They got the. Let me go back to it real quick. I want to make sure everybody is tapped in with this. They got 4 fights on the prelims that you can tap into. Just go to the Zone YouTube channel, hit your notification. You should be good to go. So we got a big weekend of boxing for sure. Real big weekend of boxing. So no problem. Yes, man. Up in the building. I think Yard beats David by decision. Okay. Shit. Hey, drop a bag on that. You make some bread off of that. My man, old school in the building. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Salute to you. Yeah, man. I hate the East Coast boxing time. Yeah, y'all be suffering. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling out here like, damn, bro, damn. It's 8 o'clock. The main event about to start. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. And after boxing at 1, they want to stay up and get one on YouTube. After, yeah, they got the post fight and everything like that. So that's what it is, man. Big time card. The Ring 4 Riyadh season. You know what I'm saying? November 22nd tomorrow. Everything is out the way so we can break down the public workout, the press conference. What we got? Body language experts. Yo, it's time to get all that out. Let's get it. I don't knock it because that's telling me everybody is tapped in with it. When we start worrying about the body language and shit, it is what it is. But let's go. This is what we've been waiting for. This shit was announced in what, the end of June, July, and we got here. So it's been a long build up, bro. Long, but yeah, that's them. You know what I'm saying? He blinked his eyes 4 times, man. He must be scared. That type shit. Yeah, East Coast time. Sports periods over here on the East Coast. Wow, it's crazy. Yeah, bro. I feel for y'all. All right, just to close it out though, tonight we got some boxing. I want to remind everybody we actually have a card going on right now. Wasserman Boxing. Let me get to it. Just a little reminder, make sure everybody is tracking. If you want to go watch boxing, this is what we do over here. So we got Harlem Eubank versus Josh Wagner. They are fighting. The card that's going on right now, the prelims is on the Wasserman Boxing channel, so you want to go over there, tap in. But you can catch this. The main card will be on Triller TV. You gotta have a subscription. So I don't know if everybody. I don't know who tapped in with Triller. Look. My last time tapping in with Triller was maybe one of them Don King cards a couple years ago. I don't know, but yeah. So that's on the table right there for anybody trying to tap in. Also tonight we have a card on the Zone. It's actually gonna start like 5:30 East Coast time. So it's a little, small show in Mexico. Damian Davila, he's on the card. Undefeated prospect, 8-0. So you guys want to tap in? There's some boxing for you right there. And then Pro Box, my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I love Pro Box. Pro Box is popping. Hopefully everybody else enjoy it like I do, because I've been loving Pro Box. But they back again with another good card. You got Francisco Verón versus Ramon Villa. This is at 154. Villa is officially moved up to 54. Verón is coming off a good win over Vlad Hernandez. So this is a good fight. It's like a crossroads fight, you know what I'm saying, for these guys. Let's see what Villa gonna bring to the table. Arsen Beck, my man, the Mongolian Mole, he's gonna face a tough, rugged Mexican, Abraham Montoya, on this card. That's the co-main event. Y'all know Mongolian Mole. He was the guy that was in Ryan Garcia's training camp, helping him get ready for Tank Davis. That's why we call him the Mole, right? Because he hurt Ryan Garcia's ribs and shit like that. So a little inside joke for boxing fans. But he can fight though. You know what I'm saying? He can fight. And tap in. This is Pro Box TV on YouTube, so everybody should be able to tap in with it for sure. My man D'Lo in the building. What's good with you, bro? I appreciate that. My man D'Lo always in the building, hitting that playback. Man, salute to you, bro. He said, "Yeah, the mole, yeah." Because he trains in Joe Goossen's gym. Joe Goossen is a PBC guy. You know what I'm saying? Joe Goossen trained Ryan Garcia. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? But we have Francois Scarborough. I like him though. He's action packed. He's fun. My man Pix TV. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. I think they changed. They kind of switched the names up with your handle, but B3 Pix TV. What's good with you, bro? Appreciate you coming through. I threw Villa. Okay. Oh no, I ain't mad at that. That might not be a bad one because he can win that fight. Depending on. See, this is the thing. Well, he's a big puncher. Let's see if it carries up. But let's see how he look, because this guy Verón can box and he be moving a little bit. Let's see, but I ain't man. That's worth a shot, bro. Shit, I hope you get it. You know what I'm saying? Scarborough versus Sanchez. This is another one. I think Scarborough might be on upset alert, and I say that because he's very vulnerable in his fights. Even though he's exciting and he's fun to watch, and he's growing and he's learning. He got some flaws. Can Sanchez capitalize on it? I don't know. I seen earlier in the chat they said he's what plus 800, some shit like that. Man, that's what Tim Bradley said. That's a cheeseburger right there. So shit, let's see. And then we got another crossroads fight at light heavyweight. Dante Benjamin versus Money Power the fourth. Man, both guys I feel like should be further along in their career. We got Dante Benjamin out of Cleveland. He was with Top Rank. He got released by them, had some issues. Still a solid young fighter. I'm not sure if he had the full potential to develop yet, or opportunity to develop. But he's a solid fighter versus Money Powell. I've been hearing about Money Powell since shit, the AJ and Wilder saga in 2018 type shit. That's when I first heard of him. But he haven't really exploded in his career too. So this is a crossroad. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. And both of those guys are young guys, so Yeah, let's go. He said, Country Q in the building. What's good with you, bro? Ready for this weekend of boxing? Most definitely check it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, tap in. I appreciate you coming through, bro. Yes, sir. Villa shows patience. He can't get stuck in the mud against Verone. Scarborough for the win. Yeah, that's that damn V love. I ain't mad at you, bro. I like Scarborough. Man, I be in those pro box chats like, yo, Team Scarborough. I like him though. He's fun. He's a fun ass fighter. If he clean up some of his deficiencies, he'll be good. He gonna be a good fighter. He said with punches. Oh, he shows patience with his punches. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's see what he do against Verone tonight. But yeah, that's what it is, man. Tap in. We got boxing all week. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna cover what happened tonight. You know what I'm saying? Do a little post fight, recap on what happened. Then we're gonna recap what's happened on the 22nd. We got a bunch of fights on the 22nd too. A lot of shit, all of the radar and shit that probably a lot of fans ain't tapped in with because everybody is focused on the Riyadh season, and rightfully so. I ain't mad at y'all, but we still got more boxing to cover and break down and talk about. We're gonna get onto that. Sunday we got a card on the zone that we're gonna touch on. Monday, early morning on Monday, we got a card from Japan. It's gonna be on Tubi, the Top Rank Classics card. A lot of shit. Yeah, yep, I got that. Yeah, I talked about that too the other day. Michael Fox, you gonna be over there? Okay, that's what's up. That's actually a solid card. They got Scooter Davis on the card. He's facing Mark Dawson. You know what I'm saying? I wish Jeter Promotions can tighten up with their they need some type of streaming service or something. Every time I ask, here's the card right here. Every time I ask, they don't know what's going on. End up watching on somebody's Instagram, IG channel. So yeah, that's tomorrow. We're gonna talk about everything, get everybody set. If I find a link from here to now, we're gonna post that on the community tab. So that's what it is, man. I want to make sure everybody is informed with this boxing. Make sure everybody know where to go, the times, and all that. If it's something that I left out, you can always tap in with me behind the scenes. Corrections, anything like that, bro. I ain't too, what I'm saying, high up that I can't get corrected or shit. School me. I'm still trying to learn, bro. I ain't one of those high and mighties. I'm trying to learn some shit my damn self. So help me out. But yeah, you can tap in. I got it scrolling across the bottom. My Twitter, X. You hit me up at OverJ behind the scenes. Tap in. Instagram, L Dubs Boxing. I'm on there as well. I'm also on my DMs. I don't post as much, but I'm on my DMs heavy. LDubsBoxing.com. So I got the schedule up. So if you guys need to refer back to that, feel free to do that as well. Because I'm trying to make sure everybody watching boxing. Even if you don't like boxing, I'm talking about boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna change the subject. You start talking about some TMZ shit, I'm gonna start telling you who fighting tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you to change the subject, yo. That's me. We're gonna talk about this boxing shit. Nah, it ain't happening. Man, yo. Man, every time I ask Mike Fox, bro, I'm like, bro, when? Because his last fight, he just recently fought. I'm like, bro, y'all got no link? He was like, nah. I'm like, damn, bro. I need to hire a cameraman real quick. Put that shit on StreamYard and put your computer up or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit on YouTube. But yeah, man, salute to everybody coming through the building, though. I appreciate everybody. You got my predictions for the fights. For the fight, I got the predictions. Do I got any predictions for the fights? Yeah, I can run it back. Um, so for the Riyadh season, I have salute to you, Angie Wise too in the building. Appreciate you coming through. I got Benavidez 6 mid round stoppage. I got Brian Norman by decision. I'm rocking with Bam 9 and 10. I like Bam by stoppage. And Mason, I got Mason around that same time. Yeah, yes. Tonight's fights. Okay, tonight fight. I'm gonna go back to each card too, and I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do my pick. So Harlem Eubank, I got him probably by decision, but that's a tough fight against Josh Wagner. I'm gonna take him. I don't know if you got a line for this one with Damian Davila, but I'm gonna take him. Pro box, okay, pro box. Shit, I'm gonna take. I got Benjamin. I'm gonna take Benjamin by decision. Hit him with that money line. I gotta go with my guy Scarborough. I'm gonna go with my heart on this because I fuck with him. I like him. He's fun. But I think he's gonna have a tough fight with this honest kid. But I'm gonna take Scarborough. I like him. I'm gonna take my man, the Mongolian Mole, Instant Bet. I'm gonna take him by decision. I know Montoya is tough though. He's a tough, rugged guy, and he's gonna bring it. And I like Villa. I think Villa gonna outbox. No, I think Verone is gonna outbox Villa. So let me go over it again. Verone by decision. Instant Bet by decision. I think Scarborough. Shit, I don't know, but I got him. And then Benjamin. So there you go. I hope that helped you out. We'll see. So I'm trying to get me some bread too. Shit, let's get it. I appreciate you too. Like I said already. Salute to everybody coming through the building tonight. Okay, I got you. Yep. All good. Raw definitely wins. Yes. Salute to everybody coming through though. We got a big week of boxing. Hopefully everybody can tap in with it. If you got any behind the scenes shit, like I said once again, I'm here to make sure everybody's informed as the best of my ability. So that's what I do. Hopefully everybody enjoy the rest of your day, your night. Tap in with this boxing, and we'll be back soon for sure. Yes, sir. Salute to everybody. Appreciate the time, and I'm out.